Happy Wednesday! How are you all doing all over the world? All of you wonderful light workers, light warriors, empaths, beautiful people. It was absolutely boiling in the UK last week, and we spent much of the time outside in our paddling pool, and I got the kids some water squirters, which they had hours of endless fun. And it was all good until we'd had the pool out for so long it started to get algae in the bottom, and then somebody got a bowl of this algae water and put it on one of my fruit trees and it started to die. So yeah, we'll not be doing that again. But this week it's just started to rain, so I'm guessing that's it for the UK now. Summer is over and it's all eyes down looking towards winter. So I've had a really busy day today. I'm so sorry I'm posting late. I normally try and post a bit earlier than this, but I've had the absolutely wonderful Yvette Shepherd over at my house today for a catch-up, and it's been so lovely to connect with another human being other than my husband, who's an adult, and talk about all things awakened and, you know, just have the most high vibrational conversation, knowing that anything I say, she's just going to know exactly what I'm talking about, and vice versa. So lovely to see her. So that I've had an amazing day today. We ate lots of lentils. And she brought me some aloe vera plants, and I've been collecting all different types of medicinal seeds for her. So we did a bit of an energy exchange there, and it was lovely to see her. So that was today. And then tomorrow I have got the full day in the garden. Whether it's raining or whether it's sunny, I'm in the garden, and I've got to, well, I'm not looking forward to this, I've got to take the caterpillars off of the cabbages and the broccoli, because when I first started growing them I hadn't netted them because I'm a novice. So now there's a gazillion caterpillars on all of my broccoli and cauliflower. So if I want those to grow to maturity and feed us, I've got to take all of the caterpillars off. So I've got some Savoy cabbage that are just wrecked, that have been eaten to death already by caterpillars. So I'm going to extract the caterpillars off my decent crop and put them onto the ones that aren't doing so good, and just sacrifice those. Oh, because when you're a quantum healer and anybody can be anything, you can't harm a living creature. You don't want to harm those caterpillars. And my husband will say, why don't you just feed them to the chickens? And I'm like, no, I can't feed them to the chickens, not alive. So I just put them onto my Savoy cabbages that are just, those Savoy cabbages must have signed up for that mission. A bit like what we've done ourselves, chucking ourselves into the lion's den. Yeah, so tomorrow is Caterpillar Gate. Then I'm going to try and not waffle on too much today, because it's my wedding anniversary. I've been with my husband, we've been married 7 years, but we've been together 15. Whew, that's a long ass time, let me tell you. So we've not got the kids tonight, so we're having a nice wedding anniversary curry, because that's pretty much the only option that we have. We did try to go out, but not many places are open and they're all booked up, so whatever. So we're staying in and we're having a curry. So I'm going to shut up waffling and start reading the session. Now, this was an incredible session. This one was one of the very first online sessions that I did. So as you know, I always used to work face-to-face, and as a quantum healer, you're only allowed to work face-to-face. But as a clinical hypnotherapist and psychotherapist, I can do any type of past life regression technique online. So I've been doing my own technique, basically, online. My onion's just fallen over. Red onion cushion. Kind of like that, and it was purple, so I bought it. So yeah, I've been doing these online sessions, having fantastic results, absolutely fantastic. In the past week, I've had a lady who went into a lifetime straight away as somebody that was like humanoid top, horse bottom, and she was having a fight with a reptile, and she had this huge staff that had an amethyst on the end. I've got a loose thread. Sorry, I look like a tramp. It's been a busy day. I did put some lipstick on for you though. Yeah, so she's having this battle with this reptile, and then the reptilians come through as well. They came through a portal, and then she manages to shut this portal, get rid of the reptile. She opens up another portal and goes to this place where it's full of crystals, crystal palaces, everything's crystal. And she goes to the water underneath this crystal palace and connects with this water, and the water gave her this amazing channeling about the life that's in water and how we need to get the life back into our water on our planet. So all of us as light workers, star seeds, light warriors, everybody, you know who you are, and we're all team light, family of light. Every time you see some water, please channel your light energy into it, whether it's, I don't know, a cup of tea, whether it's an expanse of water. If you've got water on your property, on your land, underground water, channel the light into it, and love, because the water needs reawakening on the planet. And I've had an angel this week who saw herself with these beautiful big golden wings, and she was shaking. So there was so much high frequency energy vibrating through this lady. She was absolutely shaking. That was a face-to-face one. That was an excellent session, really, really good. And then this one that I'm going to read for you today was an online session. So I wanted to read this one for you today to show you how powerful these online sessions can be. And as you know, I'm in the UK, and this particular session, this client was in America. So here we go. 7 minutes. I've not done bad this week. Not too much waffle. Right. So I say to her, on the online sessions, I take them into a garden, and I say to her, what can you see as you walk down that path into the garden? I see a war, bombs, red and black, but there's a barrier. I can't get into that space. I can't get out of the garden. I'm just looking at it. And as you focus on those bombs, if you take your attention in that direction and to see in more detail, tell me what's happening over there. There's a crusader that's standing in this garden, and he's gesturing for me to look at him. What does he look like? He's got a reddish brown beard and moustache and a helmet, a steel helmet, and one of those crusader type outfits on. There's a horse as well that's also wearing a crusader outfit. He's telling me that it's an illusion. He can be there or he can fade out. I think that's what he wanted to show me. All this stuff that we see going on. Is it real? He's fading out, getting smaller. There's just a memory of him there now. So what else do we need to see about this crusader today? Because I'm thinking, well, he's obviously shown himself for a reason, so what is it he wants to tell us? He takes care of business. He's not afraid of anything. Tell me more about that. Completely fearless. Zero fear. He's gone into a lot of battles. And these battles that he goes into, tell me more about them. He's very protective of Jesus and the teachings. He cuts down anybody with his sword who interferes with Jesus' teachings. So he protects Jesus? Yes. Tell me more about that. He protects the teachings. They can't be manipulated, and he sees that that is what is happening. The memory of Jesus is being twisted. Tell me more about how that is happening. How is it being twisted? I see an old stone castle, and there are people holding meetings, deciding what's going to be allowed to be said. And he's in that meeting, and he's furious as he wants the pure teachings to be taught, and everyone else doesn't want that. They think that they can make money off of it if it goes a certain way. Money and control. And he just wants those teachings to be pure. It's in Europe, this castle. And so this fierce crusader that you see that protects the true teachings of Jesus, how is he connected to you? He's got all of the scrolls under his arm as he gallops off. It's a bloodline connection, a relative from the past. I see. So your family, your bloodline, you protect the teachings of Jesus. Yes. Tell me more about what that involves. Just calling out the liars. They lie. They tell you you need an intermediary, that you have to go through a priest to speak to God, and that's not true. Anybody can speak directly to Source. Yes. Was that one of the teachings, the true teachings of Jesus, that everybody can access Source? Yes, absolutely. And how did they manipulate them? Fear. They convinced them that they weren't smart enough or good enough. They came up with original sin, convinced them they need an interpreter. I can see them hiding scrolls. What do you feel is in those scrolls that they are hiding? How to self-heal, how to create, how to release energy and let it flow through you and be happy. I see a lot of golden light. It's as if the scrolls have yellow lights coming out of them, golden light. Now there's a monk with a cloak, and he slams it down on top of this scroll. Why does he do that? He's fat and kind of ugly. He's got one of those bowl haircuts. He's angry. He'll lose power and his job if the people find out. He'll lose his job. It's about control. Why do they want to control everything? For power. And I see life as really simple. They're growing their food, weaving their cloth. If they knew that they could just connect up to this light themselves, it would be really easy. There would be no need for any structure, and the government can't have that. Why is it that they need to feel important? Why is that? Ooh, there's something else. I don't think they're human. Tell me more. And then there was a huge pause. And what she said next, I wasn't expecting, but I have heard of these guys. Ants. Ants. Red ants. Red ants from the centre of the earth. Tell me more about them. Let me look. Okay, the wall just came down where I am. It slammed out and I can't see in the tunnel anymore. Now, this client is incredible at remote viewing. So she literally, when I say tell me more about them, she literally goes there in her trance state. What do they look like? Ant people. They have other scrolls, and there's teaching in those scrolls that they want overlaid on the top of the light. Why is that? Because they have to control the people on the surface, or the people will change everything. They will change everything for the better. Why don't they want the world to change? They'll lose control. This is their planet. They think that this is their planet. So they have to maintain control. These ants are connected to certain people on the surface of the planet. So the red ant people, they're not like red, but brick red. They give these people who are in control on the surface, in control of the humans, they give them the teachings which are to be overlaid on top of the light. And the light is the true teachings of Jesus. Because if everybody were to connect to the light, then everything would change in a second. There would be none of these control structures that there are. No one would need them. They think that they will lose their planet. They live here too, but they do not want to share it. Were they here before the humans? Oh, I'm seeing those heads like Nefertiti with the long skulls. So were the ant people these people with the long skulls? No, but they know about them. The people with the long skulls knew about the ant people being on Earth when they came. They are big ant people. They're not little ants, they're big. And they live inside of the planet? Yes, down near the centre. They've got tunnels. Like, imagine an ant farm. But then there's these bubbles of these other civilizations living inside the Earth too. Like in the crystal caverns that are all pretty and nice. And their tunnels, the red ant tunnels, scoot around these giant pockets. There's a lot going on in the centre of the Earth. There's a lot of people there. Tell me more about that. What do you see? This is a place that I've been to before. It's a giant cavern. You could drive a bunch of trains through it. It's so big. There's amethyst and there's a waterfall and a pool. Deep, deep blues and amethyst. That's to the left. And then to the right. Oh, there's that guardian. She always stands there. Tell me about her. She has reddish blonde hair and a white jumpsuit. And there are buildings, oval buildings. Nothing is square. Everything is oval. And there's spaceships. And there's a light source. It looks like a sun. They grow their own food. There's lots of things technological in there. But I'm not allowed in there. They always keep me in this vestibule. So she's talking about when she meditates or when she remote views, when she goes down into the earth. She's not allowed in that place where all the technology is. They always keep her in a vestibule. So I say, tell me what happens when you try. There's a barrier. There's a vibrational barrier and my vibration is not the same. So I can't pass through the barrier. I see. And this lady that you always see with the reddish blonde hair, tell me more about her. She has a giant crystal at her heart centre. It's really pretty and shiny. She's holding it out to me. She sounds really shocked. She's giving it to me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I take it and now there's like a light bubble around me and I'm trying to get in, but I still can't get through that barrier. She's trying to help me. I feel it's okay that I'm just standing in the vestibule. How does that crystal feel that she's given to you? It feels great. It's like she's saying to me, here, this is the vibration that you need to be in order to come in here. It's a frequency and a vibration. And by giving me this stone, she's trying to hook me up. And then she starts laughing and she says, and she's laughing too. Is it just her that's there, or are there others around? I guess I could go into the side with the water. I see people in the distance. They look human, like Pleiadian, because they look a little more attractive. Tell me more about the water side. Then she sounds surprised. And she says, oh, that's the place that I go to when I meditate for purification. I didn't recognise it at first as I'm at a different angle. When I meditate, I go here as Babaji is here in the Himalayas, and I go to him and I see this gunk coming off of me, and I go down a water slide and I splash into the pool, and I do it a few times until I feel like all of the earth gunk, the earth vibration has come off of me. And when I've done that, I go up this staircase and it feels like light is coming up my spine, and I come to here, and then I bring the light in. What else do you see in this amazing place? Do you have family inside the earth? Yes, they are all lined up now. And she said something to me earlier about she keeps being told in meditation to remember who she is. So I ask her, when they tell you to remember who you are, is this what they mean? As in, that you're from inner earth? Or do they mean something else? Then she says, there's mist that existed before anything physical was made, and I'm just there. And there's Jesus now. He's moving his hand, and I can only see his fingers. And then she gasps, oh, I see, like in the time of Krishna and the blue people, there's a lot of spaceships, a lot of technology. I don't know their stories, but I didn't know that there was technology back then. It's really pretty and shiny and sunny and colourful. And I look like one of those Krishna types. Can't tell if I'm actually Krishna. Do you feel male or female? Male for sure. And I'm in his body, and they're showing me to look up, and there's an armada of spaceships. I'm looking around at everything. Tell me what you see. Describe everything for me. Okay, there's so much vibrant colour. There's white with gold rooftops, and then somewhere else there'll be white with a ceramic blue rooftop. Really pretty. It's iridescent and sparkly. And the armada in the sky, they're all round and oval. The rooftops are shaped like what you would see at Angkor Wat, gold, and buildings painted white and magenta and yellow and really vibrant colours. And the sky is so blue, and the sea is turquoise blue, like the Caribbean. I see boats. They look a little bit like what we are told the Vikings used. And it's on this hillside, this city, looking out towards the ocean. This place where you are that's looking out into the ocean, do you get a feel for where it is? India and Pakistan also. So it covers both those areas. And how do you feel inside that body now? Great. Different. I can feel the penis. And then she starts laughing, because obviously she's a woman in this lifetime and she finds it very humorous that she can actually feel her penis. Muscular around the shoulders and upper back. I do archery for fun, and so I have huge muscles around the back area. Very good looking. I'm just standing there being happy. Beautiful. And as you stand there looking around at everything, is there anyone else there with you? A little girl. She's small, about 3. Do you get a feel for who this child is? She's my niece. I see. I'm a warrior. There's going to be another war. Tell me about that. Reptiles coming in. They want everything. Why is it that they want everything? It's just what they do. I see that there's no thought to it. They've decided they want Earth. They want this city where I am, for sure. What is it that's so special about the city where you are? It's gorgeous. And there's riches, there's jewels, there's all the gold. And these rooftops, there's really gold on these rooftops. Oh, the gold is a transducer. And if you're in the house that has a gold rooftop, You're going to get really good energy coming in. The ambient energy is really good. I see one of them. He looks like one of those Chinese dragons in the face. So she's seen somebody. Tell me more about him. Oh, it's a cover for the ant people. It looks like a Chinese dragon, but inside I see the ant people, and they're wearing it to seem more scary to us. They don't like the white light energy getting amplified through these gold rooftops. So there's these ant people inside these fake looking Chinese dragon type costumes, but there's also the real reptilians. Are these two species in league together? Do they work together? Yes, but they don't really like each other, but they're kind of on the same wavelength, so they work together. So it's all about keeping the light from the people, because the people can't know that it's so easy to connect to the light. It's all about stopping that. What will happen if the people know? What will occur? Everything will change. I see people sitting around happy, thinking and meditating, and there's all these ideas in their heads, and then they think them and pop. It's real. And when everybody can connect with the light, it's more powerful. It's more powerful when many connect than just one, and things can really start manifesting. And so they have to keep smashing it down every time. It's like playing whack-a-mole. Every time they see the light, they have to smash it down. How do they keep tabs on what's happening up here? The vibrations go through the earth. When someone brings in the light, like I do with my body, they just know. And they know that they have to stop it. So they go up in their little tunnels and they talk to their contacts on the earth and they smash it down. And this Krishna person that I am, again, a warrior, and going off to fight, it's almost as if, here they come again, the reptilians. So you mentioned earlier that there was another war that was going to happen. Can you see that happening now? Tell me more about that. Bombs, there's spaceships, they don't look like ours. These are reptilian spaceships. The ant people don't have spaceships. The reptilian spaceships are sharp, with pokey edges coming off. They think it makes them look scary, and they do look scary. So they come, and they're shooting at people on the ground, and I'm flying on an elephant. Okay, I'm flying on an elephant. I'm flying somehow. Tell me about that. I'm flying on an elephant. That's what it is. And she starts laughing. Okay, and there's something about this arrow that I have. And now the elephant has changed into a convertible spaceship. And I've got this bow and arrow, and I fire it, and it's like pew, white plasma. And then it hits the force field of their ship, and it keeps going wah, 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 wah. And I keep doing it, and I have to do a bunch of these plasma arrows to penetrate their force field. And now that ship is going down. Oh my goodness, I am loving this convertible spaceship. And here I am with this bow and arrow, smiling and laughing. That's what's happening. How many of these reptilian ships can you see? Are there many that you need to shoot down? Yes, they're coming in a spiral. I think they're coming in through a portal. We need to close that portal. Yes. Tell me what you do to close that portal. It's like pulling down a shade. And with crystals, there's crystals and light energy. There's things that I don't understand. There's a technology that connects source lights to these crystals. There's amethyst, clear quartz, ruby, and one of the other red ones. And now I'm seeing something like an organ, like a pipe organ with the pipes. But the pipes are these crystals. And there's like a keyboard. And whatever we do on this keyboard through the crystals closes the portal. So the portal is closed now. And then literally she just ignores me and she's talking to somebody. She turns to someone and goes, how many were shot? She's literally having a conversation in real time. 5? 5 were shot down. And there's some survivors. There's a lot of damage on our side. We need to decide what we're going to do with the reptilian survivors. And the ant people, they know this. They've been watching the whole time. And then they just go back down into their little tunnels. So they know the reptilians failed. Yes. So they go back down into their tunnels to think of something else. But there's so much damage. It's going to take such a long time to rebuild. And they're satisfied that it's going to dampen down the vibration of this area for a good long while. How do you feel after that battle? Another battle. Here we go again. Now we've got to rebuild everything again. Have there been many battles with the reptilians? Yes, I'm seeing hundreds. They seem to really want this planet and that little town where you are. Yeah, they wrecked it. I mean, it's wrecked. There's a little bit left, but now I see the waves coming up and covering it, and it goes under the sea. There's a little teeny bit left on what used to be a mountaintop, but the rest of it went under the waves. It's gone. How do you feel when you see that town of yours go under the waves? I'll come back. I'll come back and kill you again. We'll do this over and over again. And I feel like this is just what we do. We do battle with the ones who want to keep the light away. And I fight to the death. And that is just what I want to do. I'm not afraid to die. And a lot of people do not like to come up against me. Not people, them. They don't like to come up against me. And any lifetime I come back, I'm the same. And they can tell I'll take it to the death. They know that I'm not afraid to die. And they don't like that. Because you're not lost in the dream. Yes. Is there any final message that this Krishna that you are today would like to give us? That city is going to come back. It will rise. These things will be remembered. It's just a matter of time. So I had to move her out of a past life segment then because we'd taken over an hour. So then I moved her into a higher self questions. And some information came out in that about the shift. So I'm going to share that information about the shift. Why did you show her these lifetimes today? Because she is a warrior and she needs to remember this now, as the warrior energy is needed right now on the planet. What is it that we're going to be facing over the next few months that needs the warrior energy? This is a time for calling things as you see them. The masks, calling it out, all of it, standing up and fighting it. This is the time to be a warrior of the light. They want to keep hiding the light and they want to keep it covered. But we have to take the cover off so the other people know that it is there. And we need to fight so the others can see that that is something that we can do. Because they are not seeing right now that that is a choice that we have. She's not afraid. She'll say the truth. She doesn't care whose feelings get hurt. She needs to do that more. Do you have any information on the shift from where you are and what is happening on Earth? The people have to wake up. No one's holding up the shift. It's the people. It could have happened already. From your perspective, what needs to happen in order for the shift to occur? The darkness needs to be lifted off the planet, like when you lift a lid off of something. It is the cover that they have kept putting down to keep out the light. Then the light will shine out of the centre of the earth, and it will meet the light that is emanating from the galactic centre. And when both of those meet, it will spread. But the cover has to be lifted. Tell me more about this cover. It's beliefs, it's fears, it's all the programs and things that people have been taught to be afraid of. And it's so obvious that everything's a lie. It couldn't be much clearer. But we have to make it clearer somehow. I don't know how the others cannot see through the lies. And at that moment in time, when the light emanating from the earth meets the light coming from the galactic centre, what will we experience on earth at that time? What will it be like? Strong and fast vibration and light everywhere. Because of the vibration, it will be such a fast vibration, and then with all of the light, it's then going to make the inside of the earth be on the outside of the earth. The energy of inner earth will be on the outside, and then the darkness will be gone. Like when you turn the light on in a room, the darkness is just gone. Wow. So I wanted to share that session with you guys. That's an online session that I did last week, all the way over in America. Fantastic session. When I do sessions like this, it just makes me so excited. You know, we're living this in real time. We're here on the ground. We're watching the great shift happen in real time. And I know all of us are so eager to get to New Earth. We want to be out of all of this chaos and anarchy because it doesn't feel good to us because we're light. But at the same time, I guess all of us have to take a moment to smell the flowers and realise that we're on Earth at the time of the great shift. We are so lucky to be here, to experience firsthand what this feels like, but to know what's at the end of it. And that ending is inevitable. And we're on our way there. And when that huge vibration arrives on the planet and the inside of the earth feels like the outside, and I've experienced this in a dream. I've experienced what it feels like, and it is just incredible. It's just incredible. The vibration is so strong, but it's love vibration. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. That's why all of these portals, energetic portals that we go through where we're feeling so tired, and you know, the Lionsgate portal killed me. I'm still getting over that. I'm still not out the other side of it. I'm still tired, and I'm sure you guys must feel the same. So tired. Eyes are not working. at all. Leaky eyes, ears, oh, you name it. But these energetic portals, they're getting us prepared for this vibration, and it is a huge jump between the vibration where we are to the vibration where we're going. It's massive. I've experienced a trial run of it, and I passed out because the vibration was so strong. So when it comes, it's gonna be amazing. But we've got to hang in there, guys. No matter how crazy it's going to get, and it is going to get crazier. I'm getting a lot of information from people in my community of light that September is going to be a very significant month for something quite big happening on the planet. No information as to what that may be, but there's things happening all the time, isn't there? Things happening all the time. And I will reiterate, as I always say, make sure you've got plenty of water stocks, get some candles and some matches in, and get as much dry food or tinned food as you can. I know not everybody can afford to buy huge amounts of food, but get as much as you can. And you know your light connection, the connections that you've made. If we need to, we can, and we all will, we'll all share everything out. There will be somebody that has something, and they will give it to you if you don't have much, because the light sticks together. So make sure you are prepared, so then there's no reason for your vibration to dip. There's no fear, because you've got plenty of food and water in your home. And then we can just watch what's going to play out over the next few months play out. It's going to get very, very crazy, guys. But make sure that you just keep vibrating high. It's never been more important. And I would urge anybody who's getting anxious, scared about what's going on, just stop looking at the news, stop looking at social media. Do not look out at anything if it's starting to freak you out. Just concentrate on your own personal vibration, your own personal bubble, and make your own personal bubble the highest vibration possible. Connect where you can to other light workers. Share that vibration. Create that web of light around Gaia. And at night time when you're meditating, put yourself in a white light pyramid. Connect down to the white light in the center of Gaia. Connect up to the white light of Source and channel that light into the planet. Let's get as much light on Gaia as possible. And finally, if you want to book a session with me and you're not local to me, so you can't come for a face-to-face session, I do online sessions now. So wherever you are in the world, we can connect and have an amazing high frequency session like this one that I just read out. If you want to book a session with me, you can book on www.laurawhitworthqhht.com. That's it for today. I've got to go now because I've just heard my husband sneak back in with our curry. I'm absolutely starving. Anniversary night. So I'm going to spend some time with my hubby. Till the next time I see you, make sure you keep vibrating high. And for all of the online sessions that I've got booked in over the next couple of weeks, I can't wait to meet you guys. I can't wait to connect with you. We're going to have the best sessions ever. And we're going to find out who you are, where all your multidimensional parts are, where you've been, what your missions are. And it's going to be amazing. Catch you soon. Love you all. Bye.